Alright, I believe that we're live.
This is from...
I believe we're live. Let me pull everything up on my phone just to make sure. So, hold on. Select stream, refresh. There we go. Alright. There's our select stream. Okay, and where's my chat box? Okay, there's my chat box. Let's pull up my own stream so I can see what it looks like. If anybody wants to help me out here, please do. I mean, I'm a tattoo artist, and all I do is tattoo, and I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff, so I think I just start streaming what I do every day. YouTube. I'm pulling up my own stream right now on this other monitor so I can see my own stream. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff, so there's my stream. I think I just start streaming what I do every day. YouTube. I'm pulling up my own stream right now on this other monitor so I can see. How do I share this? My own stream. Okay, there we go. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff, so there's my stream. I think I just start streaming what I do every day. YouTube. Share this stream. I'm pulling up my own stream right now on this other monitor so I can see. How do I share this? My own stream. Okay, there we go. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff, so there's my stream. I think I just start streaming what I do every day. YouTube. Share this stream. I'm pulling up my own stream right now on this other monitor so I can see. How do I share this? My own stream. Okay, there we go. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff, so there's my stream. I think I just start streaming what I do every day. YouTube. Share this stream. I'm pulling up my own stream right now on this other monitor. Alright, so back to what I was
from 1 year ago.
This stuff is
hasn't
wild.
led directly to the death of one of his parents yet, so he has that going for him over Asmon at least. I'll admit, I did like that tweet, and I have a lack of respect for Asmongold after letting his mom with COPD live in those sort of conditions.
A lack of respect? What the heck? I have a lack of respect for you. Look at your face. Like, I mean, who says something like that? I mean, dude, Asmongold is just a normal dude. He's just like I am. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't do anything crazy. You know, like, I mean, I vape, but other than that, you know, like, he's just a cool dude that makes content off of other people's content similar to what I'm doing. And I'm not even doing this to make money, guys. I'm just doing this because I have nothing else better to do. I have a crazy amount of computer equipment. Like I said before, I'm a tattoo artist, and I'm just basically giving my opinion on the same stuff he's given his opinion on. And this lady is, man, anybody that can say something like that, especially to a guy where his mother has passed away, she needs to be banned. Like that's just kind of stuff to me. We've been banning people, or Twitch and all these other platforms have been banning people for way less. Like, that's not cool. Let's rewind that for a second.
I'm professional pitchman Neil Patrick Harris. Over here, Rise Mushroom
Mr.
Coffee.
Neil
And here,
Harris
Neil.
Here. Okay, thanks,
Francis,
Neil
there's no real reason for me to do that. I don't think I need to, honestly. So I saw something that was really funny. This is from 1 year ago.
I don't find it funny, but I mean, I respect that he died.
Hasn't led directly to the death of one of his parents yet, so he has that going for him over Asmon at least. I'll admit, I did like that tweet, and I have a lack of respect for Asmongold after letting his mom with COPD live in those sort of conditions. I'm sorry. Like, you're a millionaire, you have all of the resources in the world. Why is your sick mother living like that? Like, I'll say it, I don't care. If that makes me a bad person, still miles above of Asmongold. miles above Asmongold.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I do genuinely believe that bad things do happen to bad people. And so whenever I see somebody saying this, I think it's just a matter of time. And whenever it inevitably happens,
kill them with kindness. You know, I learned that a couple years ago, and I never really quite understood it until I had to actually use it. And nowadays, that's what I do. You know, like you'll never catch me yelling at people. You'll never catch me going off on people or anything like that. Again, I'm a tattoo artist, so I have to keep you know, like a kind of like a neutral outlook on things. You know, I have to be very open-minded to different stuff, and I have a lot of respect for Asmongold for not, you know, reacting to something like that. That would trigger most people, believe it or not, guys.
I will be there to laugh. And I think that many people will.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We've got
craziness. And I know I'm probably just sitting here talking to myself, but I don't know. Maybe somebody will watch. I also help people through like mental health stuff and things like that. I've never been married. Don't have any children or anything like that. I'm 41 years old.
Wow.
Been a tattoo artist for going on 15 years.
Wow.
I work in Jacksonville, Florida.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah,
Promises kept.
Bro. Yeah.
I said it would happen.
That's what happens.
I hate how people actually bully you. That's okay. I get my time. That's fine. And check your new editors. Did about this on clip, so I didn't see this at all before. But this was wild.
So sad,
this is actually wild.
Just look at her.
Things do happen. To be honest. I do genuinely believe that bad things do happen to bad people. And so whenever I see somebody saying this, I think it's just a matter of time. And whenever it inevitably happens, I will be there to laugh. And I think that many people will. Oh,
welcome back, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We've got some...
And so anyway, watch your short. I don't know if there's a short about this or not. I have no idea. And so I said it was going to happen. I told her it was going to happen. And here we are.
Yep.
Here we are, guys. Getting sued. Is it a bad thing? Yeah, Snark subreddits after Emerald. Oh, I'm sure they're going to attack anybody they can. I mean, they're just bullies. Yeah. The first one. Let's see if I can find this. Somehow it's got even worse for him. Oh no, this is just, yeah, we already saw this before. It's not a big deal. And yeah, I don't even know. Is it on Asmongold Shorts? I mean, I don't even know what YouTube channels I have anymore, guys. I'm sorry to say. What is this? If I can find it. He's got so
many. I mean, people like me right now,
Shorts?
You know.
No, I have no idea where this is at all. But apparently these are getting a lot of views. A lot of people are watching these. And anyway, so who the fuck knows? Anyway, so I did call this. I called it a year ago.
This guy right
this
here
was going to happen
is a guy that I think is an idiot. Where is he at? I was watching his stream, or more like listening to his stream on my way to the studio yesterday, and the dude is an absolute idiot, man. Like, he's complaining about being banned on Twitch, and like, I don't know, some people just get on my nerves. Just their, like, I don't know, the way they talk, the way they
Apex
act.
Pro is the world's fastest.
I mean, Asmongold is who made the video, or kind of remade the video. Where is that video at? Or actually, here. What was the guy's name? Let's see. Because I screenshotted his YouTube name, and he's like constantly complaining about being banned, and I just think it's the most ridiculous thing. Let's see. But yeah, any other tattoo artists out there, if anybody needs any tattoo advice or anything, I've trained hundreds of people on tattooing. Okay, yeah. This dude. Tectone. I'm sure y'all have heard of him. He's a pretty popular streamer as well. 4 hours ago. I want to see the one where he's like ranting about his ban on Twitch. There we go. Like, look at this guy, man. Like, let's turn this down a little bit. Fast forward we got to fast forward to his rant.
A lot of people wonder what the fuck's going on. Yeah, I just another day, another piece of shit that I got to fucking deal with. Yeah.
Like, get over it, bro.
The stream is great. You're one of the realest dudes out there. Entertaining.
No, he's not. It's just a bunch of people stroking his ego because he's been around for a long time.
It'll probably spoke the truth again. No, I'm being so dead ass. This one is so bad, it's crazy. Straight up. This one is actually crazy.
He got banned because of his attitude. This is why he got banned from Twitch.
Unironically.
The only reason he's not going to get banned from YouTube is YouTube doesn't really ban people. You have to really mess up to get banned on YouTube.
And then I'm going to show you the folder.
And after I do this, I'm going to play some video games too. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know what game y'all want me to play. I have like every game, every AAA game worth playing. I have, let me just show you my Steam library. And then you guys can kind of pick what game I play.
And then, well, once again, we are going to make a YouTube video about this. What's great is I'm able to reuse my band thumbnail that I had from before.
You can see I have a bunch of stuff. I just started playing Cyberpunk last night, but I only played it for a few minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Yo, Anthony Gonzalez, even if I could
I didn't even know they had to update. I have to update that. Warhammer is a super awesome game. If you guys have not tried Warhammer, Space Marines 2, absolutely amazing game, guys. You got to check it out.
Love on the YouTube channel. It's been fucking nuts. It is absolutely psychotic.
How many times are you going to say that? How many times are you going to say this is absolutely psychotic? Like, I think you're absolutely psychotic. Like,
but
get your face, bro.
For real, you guys are fucking incredible.
Okay.
Oh, amazing. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even call her a whore this time.
But why would you call people? We're adults, man. Like, why call names, period? You should never be calling an adult a name.
She said
she
was upset.
You ever heard of sticks and stones may break my bones? My parents taught me that a long time ago, you know?
If you don't want to be called that, don't have an OnlyFans.
But why even have an opinion at all? That's what doesn't make sense to me. Why you'd even have an opinion?
I got banned merely for saying if you don't want to be called that, then don't have an OnlyFans.
But
is that
why?
Not fucking insane? And
why would you say that?
Wondering, well, Techie, well maybe you shouldn't be saying that. You're right. Oh, and by the way, I'm taking you on a journey here, right? There's levels to this shit, and I need you guys to understand how fucked up this is about to get. So here we go, guys. So. The woman, in case you missed last time I got banned, which is about 2 weeks ago. Wow, story time with Techie. There's this girl called Denims.
You know, it's kind of like, you ever met those people that are like, oh, I've been in all these relationships and it never works out. This girl was bad, 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 blah, 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 blah. Like, when do you come to the conclusion that it's probably you? It might be you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you are the problem. And until you play with those notions, you're never going to better yourself as a person. You know, again, I see all kinds of like people doing ridiculous things, but I don't call them names. I don't do stuff like that. Even this guy, I don't agree with anything he's doing. I think it's ridiculous. But, you know, like I said, look at his face. Look, like he's just like so mad that he got banned because he said something mean to somebody else. Like, that's the whole moral of this story. You should have never, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I feel like that's something I learned when I was a child, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. We're going to listen to this for a little bit longer, and then we'll play video games.
On calling me a sexual predator, a abuser, a guy who beats women, and she's called me a rapist. Her buddy Hassan has called me a familial obligated rapist. Do you think they got banned? No, soy dora. They got nothing. They got zero punishment. Fucking zero. I explained to them why they're being called that. I get banned for 7 days again. I've even tried to clean up my language when talking about this. But apparently, I can't talk about Frogan. I can't talk about Hassan. I can't talk about Denims. I can't talk about any of them. Yet they can run my name through the mud 24 fucking 7.
2 wrongs don't make a right. Guys, I mean, again, I don't know.
Now, I believe, a little bit of tinfoil hat here, a little bit of tinfoil hat. I believe that there might be some preferential treatment going on for Hassan, Denims, and Frogan. I might believe that anybody pushing extreme leftist agenda, these extreme libtards on the internet, I think someone on Twitch agrees with them.
Why, again, there's no reason to call names, guys. Like, you're by saying libtards, I know it's like he's just saying that casually, but you're calling a large group of people that. Like, do I agree with what happened? Not really. I mean, at the end of the day, it is kind of messed up, but like, it wouldn't have happened to begin with if you just stayed in your own lane and didn't give a bad opinion on anything, you know? I'm making this video not giving a bad opinion, but just kind of like, what the heck, dude? Like, why would you do that to yourself? It doesn't make sense.
But then, that was my thoughts a couple of weeks ago. I thought, well, maybe they're just not aware. You know, honestly, maybe Twitch just wasn't aware of what they're doing. I gave them, dude.
So they do have a lot of AI systems. I don't stream on Twitch personally. I feel like it's a very saturated, you know, platform, if you will. Same thing with YouTube. I just like YouTube better. I think YouTube is a better platform in general. I think the people who run YouTube are just cooler people. But anyways, that being said,
I gave them such the biggest benefit of the doubt. I thought, you know what? There's a lot of people on this platform. There's a lot of big streamers. There's Asmongold, there's FaZe Lacey, there's Kyson.
Oh, and I'm playing on an ultra wide, so I know you guys can't see everything I'm seeing, but you know, I'll try to keep it narrow. And again, this is my first stream, so it'll get better and better, guys. So just bear with me here. Like I was saying before, I'm a tattoo artist. I just moved to Florida from Texas. I owned a shop in Paris, Texas. That being said, I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but I'm new to the area. I have a very, very nice RV that I'm living in. I'm buying it from my dad, as a matter of fact. But yeah, live in an RV, traveling tattoo artist. Currently working in Jacksonville, Florida. So again, back to the video. Sorry to interrupt.
And that there used to be IShowSpeed, but they banned his ass too because they're retarded. You can go watch Mizkif.
All you need to do is download Buff, let it run in the
and
background.
I'll fix the ad thing as well. Sorry, guys.
I'm being a dick. You can go watch Mizkif. The Botez sisters. What are they doing this time?
Anyway, back to the language. Why? There's so many other words you can use. Like, I don't understand why people they just use bad words, man. Like, kids watch this stuff, okay? This is the problem, man. Like, being a tattoo artist, people bring their children in, and you know what their children do? They sit there in phones or in tablets and stuff like that, watching stuff like this. You know, this is an issue, you know, and nobody's looking at it like that. Nobody's looking at it like, obviously, every other word that comes out of his mouth is a cuss word. That's not cool, you know? Like, you're basically teaching young people how to talk.
It skips Journey to LA, very pog. You can watch S-Fan play, he's playing variety games. What was he playing today? He was playing like Death Stranding, #2. You can go watch Seer quirk out. You can go watch Soda Poppin' and Vebe have an abusive relationship. Just kidding. You can watch, and many of these VTubers, maybe they just don't know. And I genuinely believe that. I thought there's no way there's actually a leftist agenda. So, I set up a little trap. I did. In case you guys are wondering.
So I did a little bit of research on the trap he supposedly set up. This guy is just ridiculous, man. Like he's one of the problems with streaming and with social media in general. He's literally, again, teaching our young people that this is the correct way to act. This is not the correct way to act. This is not how you talk. When somebody does something or something bad happens to you, you don't, act out like a child when you're an adult. It's just as simple as that, guys. There's so many other ways to respond to things.
Last time I got banned, I made sure to inform you guys that I sent them a folder. And I want to let you guys know that folder was seen. I wanted to let you guys know that something big was going to happen, giving them incredibly good faith. And I want to let you know nothing happened. Nothing. 0 things happened. Now, why do you think that's a really big issue? Well, let me tell you why that is. Inside of this folder that I made with the help of my mods, I had a plethora of videos and screenshots that went on for quite a bit, ranging from everybody from Mike from PA, Hassan, Denims, Frogan, Casey Tron Minx, just to name a few, with wonderful little clips like this.
The reason Tectone can't sue me is because he did that shit.
Clips where Denims is saying that I'm a rapist and I can't sue her because, well, she believes that I did it.
I still haven't seen where anybody has called him a rapist. I did see where she said she can't sue him or he can't sue her or whatever. Like what is it? Again, there's no reason to sue people. This is all just words, name calling, like bickering like little children, basically. Like just children bickering at each other. That's what I see here.
Clips where Hassan is calling Asmongold a pedophile. Clips where Denims is calling me a rapist, a pedophile, an abuser. Going in on Nuxtaku, going in on Mudahar, going in on all these streamers. All of these streamers going in on all of these, content creators with complete blasphemous language.
As he uses blasphemous language. Just saying. He's thinking about that.
I call a girl with an OnlyFans a whore, and I get banned now for a total of a month. None of them have been banned. So maybe they didn't see my message, and maybe they didn't do anything with it.
So, you know what that's like? That's like saying, oh, so-and-so beat this girl up and got away with it, so it must be okay for me to do it. That's basically what he just said. And this video alone has 156K views. 156,000 people watch this. And a lot of them think that this is okay. They think that he's in the right. He is 100% in the wrong here. Like, there's no reason to be mean to people. Again, just ridiculous.
So here's messages with official Twitch staff. Obviously, I've blurred them out. These are messages with official Twitch staff. This is them. I gave you a nice little title here. I completely get it. Trust me. You should report her and send me whatever clips. And by the way, this is me working with the one good mod that Twitch actually has. Or send me whatever clips or tweets you feel are violative, and I can report them myself and bring them up to the powers that be. It's the same situation as the Frogan thing, and you know it is. You know how many people were talking about Mink 72 hours ago? 0. Yes, 100%. But bro, her tweet had 1 million views out of nowhere, and told me to ignore something that big after she went after me and my family. Same thing with Denims. And you've reported them both on Twitch with the links and stuff, because it is according to our guidelines that we will perform action on or off platform behavior, which means Twitch would, in fact, if they thought it was bad, whether the action was committed off the platform or on the platform, you would get banned if
all
Twitch
these
thought
technicalities
it was
over something so ridiculous.
They have been sent tweets.
That's ridiculous.
They have been sent clips. They have been sent
Who
videos.
cares,
they have been
man?
sent screenshots. Everything has been
like,
sent
learn
and
your
received
lesson and
via
don't talk to people that way.
off-screen violations,
It's that simple,
on-platform
you know?
violations, and on-platform violations. They have all received them based on their own words. According to our guidelines, we will action on or off platform behavior if it's egregious enough. Labeling people rapists, pedophiles, abusers, going after Asmongold's dead fucking mother.
Again, out of all the words he could have used, because like I was just commenting on the Asmongold thing, absolutely terrible for somebody to do something like that. But again, I can sit here and say that that was a terrible thing that happened to Asmongold, and I can do it without cussing and acting like a child, basically.
I compiled a folder. I submitted an appeal. I made all of this. Appeal sent. Here's the info on Hassan and friends. Or should I send it elsewhere? This is great. I can try to pass the powers that be. And he did. An official Twitch staff member took this folder. This was also reported them by 40, 50 members on Twitch, probably from my chat. Because obviously, when my chat sees someone breaking the TOS, they're gonna report them. They've been reported by my chat. They've been reported by their own mods, sent and received with confirmation that it was sent to official Twitch moderators and staff. Nothing was done. With this, we have 100% assurance that Twitch is okay with terrorist sympathizers. They are okay with people breaking the law. They are okay with people labeling people.
Okay, let me just stop him right there. Again, Twitch is a platform that lets people do all kinds of stuff, man. You got girls on there twerking, you got people playing video games, you got people playing music, you got so many different things on there. How do you think they have enough manpower to sit there and watch every single little video? No, they don't. They have to focus on stuff that's being reported. And they also have to focus on things that are not basically, you know, making it okay to call somebody, you know, a whore or something like that. Like, it's not acceptable at all, regardless of who the person is. Or like, it's just like right now, if somebody were to start talking bad about me on social media, I'm not gonna do the same thing in return and then expect people to look at me any differently than the person talking bad about me. Does that make sense? I don't know.
People as criminals, attempting to defame them, harass them, ruin their life with false allegations, as well as go after people's dead parents.
Ruin his life with false allegations? Okay, so you're watching a guy that makes probably over $100,000 a month off of this right here. Just ranting on the internet. He makes 6 figures a month doing this, okay? He's literally in a stream before, and you guys can look at his stream, Tectone. Before he was like, oh yeah, Kick just gave me $60,000, blah, 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 blah. And he's complaining. Like, how more ungrateful can you be? Like, I'll never understand it. I work 7 days a week. Okay. And I'm going to still be working 7 days a week. And I'm going to be streaming at least probably 3 to 4 days out of the week. Even if nobody watches me, I'm still going to do it. But at the end of the day, like, this is so ridiculous, man. Like, I'll never... can't express this enough.
And they are okay with all of it as long as you are pushing a leftist extremist agenda.
I don't think it has anything to do with the agenda.
I have once again been banned. And by the way, guys, I've shown you proof of everything.
Like, look at the chat. Look at all the, it's just nothing but cuss words, cuss words, cuss words, cuss words, because that's what he, you know, he feels like that's all the vocabulary you need.
I'm going to ask you guys to take my word for it, because I have honored myself and I pride myself by always telling you guys the absolute truth and providing you proof with absolutely everything that I possibly can. And if it's requested enough, I suppose I can show you more DMs. However, I'm very angry and I don't feel like censoring these things out again because my brain hurts and I'm doing this live. And I just got another DM right before I made this video that I didn't edit. They sent me a DM on how to deal with this. And they told me to just ignore them.
So y'all see him twiddling with his hand right here. So that, I don't know if any of you guys know anything about psychology. He's twiddling this thing right here because he's trying to make up the best possible scenario of the story he's trying to tell. That's what he's doing. He's twiddling, making things up in his mind to try to make himself sound like he didn't do anything wrong by saying mean things to another adult. Again, arbitrary to what happened, still not okay. It's like, oh, she punched me in the face, so I punched her back in the face. No, unacceptable, guys. 100% unacceptable.
That's their solution. They want me to just ignore them.
That's what an adult should do. Ignore
Guys,
if somebody's being mean to you, or, I mean, unless somebody's physically hurting you.
You telling me to just ignore them is you telling me to have people send me career-ending false allegations, going after my friends.
If you're not doing it, then you have nothing to worry about. Like, just because people are saying something doesn't mean that you are that. You know, like, if just exactly what Twitch says, don't respond, ignore her, block her, who cares what she says? People are going to believe whatever they want to believe regardless of what he's saying right now.
Dead fucking parents.
Crazy.
And just ignore
Sorry,
them.
my nose sweats. I don't know why.
What type of
maybe it's because it's my first stream.
Fucking monsters
Stage
do you have to be to expect me to be able to be defamed, slandered, have my livelihood ripped away from me, have them
I've
go
never
after people who I care
heard of
about
this guy
so
until
much,
this.
more than I care about my fucking self, including their dead parents.
Then the only reason I
say,
haven't heard about this guy is because Asmongold
just
made a
ignore
video
him.
on this video.
That's not how this works. I would be able to fucking ignore them if you did anything.
He sounds like just a big
I gave you
crybaby.
3 weeks with a compiled, easy-to-read folder.
So you hear him yelling in a room by himself right now. Just imagine how he talks to people and how he treats other people. Okay, this is this shows you what kind of person he is and how he acts. And he wonders why Twitch kicked him off. I'm sure it has something to do with him calling that girl whore that was mean to him or whatever, like boo-hoo. But it's probably a lot to have to do with just the way he is and the way he talks, and he's yelling and he's raising his voice, and it's ridiculous, man. There's no reason.
Yet I get banned in less than 24 hours after my quote-unquote infraction. You're gonna have to keep banning me. Over and over and over and over again. Because if these people are coming at me, coming at my friends, coming at their relatives, coming at my relatives, coming after their deceased relatives, I'm gonna have to fucking say something.
Also, I don't know why he keeps bringing that up. He keeps bringing up what she said about Asmongold like years ago. For what? Why would you re-bring that up? That has nothing to do with why you got banned. So by trying to undermine the person that you talked bad about, that obviously she's obviously a drama starting girl. She's a girl that should be ignored by a lot of people, but at the end of the day, by reacting like this, you keep that person enabled. You keep that person viable because of reacting this way. But yeah, she's getting sued, and Karma is basically doing what Karma does. Okay, so this is unnecessary.
When they're blasting this out to millions of people every day, and yes, Twitch, it bothers me if they're promoting terrorist propaganda.
Terrorist propaganda?
When I take pride in living in the United fucking States of
So
America,
dramatic, man.
where many of my friends and relatives were soldiers who I care about very much.
Many of your
Despite everything,
very
I don't
much.
fucking care. I respect our soldiers. I love.
Look at the look on his face, guys. Like, oh my gosh, man. Like, this dude is low-key probably a psychopath.
Our troops, and I don't take their sacrifices for granted. You all know this is happening. This is undeniable.
Have you ever been outside of the United States of America? Have you ever served? Have you ever done anything?
Nothing.
No. And he's yelling right now. He's literally yelling.
It's pathetic.
Who's he yelling at?
You are pathetic. And the only thing that you're doing is you're going to make me grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. Because I'm not going to let you bully me. I'm not going to let you
girl bully him?
I'm not going to let you encourage me to just ignore it and not talk about it.
That's what adults do. We teach our children to not, flip out over every bad thing that gets thrown at them.
Jobs. You have a TOS. Enforce it. I'm tired of my friends getting harassed every fucking day.
Look at the monitor wobbling back and forth. Just imagine talking to this guy in person.
All they do
He'll probably just talk over you
and walk away from their fucking chair. They will be replaced by AI in the next 6 fucking months. Pre-planned code. Pre-planned code. If there's a terrorist, just make the streamer pog. Great. I don't know what the fuck you anti-American
I don't know why this video has 156k views. I don't know why this guy's popular at all. Is he a gamer or something? I'm tired of watching that video. Is he what's special about this guy? Let's go. This is his channel. I don't see what is special about this guy. I'm kind of curious now why he's popular, why people enjoy watching him yell and scream. Online.
Let's go. Oh, I must include Trailblazer? Oh, so leveling up MC you should always do. Okay.
Really?
Here. The blizzard's so fierce. The power from the Trailblaze path isn't enough to stop the cold.
Damn.
It means that we're getting
Alright, so okay.
And the heart of the eternal freeze.
Wait, we're already going to the Stellaron? What happened?
What am I watching here? What is so special about this?
Here's another one. He's cute, baby. Oh, look at him.
Okay, so he has cats. I think we all have pets or cats. I have a dog, baby. She's just Staffordshire. She's beautiful.
We got my cage, or not my cage. Mango's cage for the road. We got all these cords picked up to make sure he doesn't eat those when he gets down here. We got a whole separate play place for him.
The cat.
He was a German
doesn't
shepherd.
Jump over that.
He was way bigger than me.
Oh no, he's talking about a dog.
Pissed on me. And for some reason, I still want a dog. I think throughout my lifetime, I've experienced.
I don't know. I can't watch this guy anymore. This guy kind of gets on my nerves. Just I don't know, something about him I just don't really like. He just doesn't seem like a very good person at all. Why people hate Asmongold?
So as a guy who
Why
vehemently
would you
defends all of his friends,
why
sometimes
would
to a
you
fault, there
do a
has been
video and
someone
call it
who
why
I
people
have been
hate
defending
Asmongold?
quite a bit
That's like the
as of late by the
definition
name of
of clickbait.
Asmongold. Yeah, I really believe in my
Get
friends.
out of here, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and make videos or make a video of this guy basically just doing what I don't know. This guy's ridiculous. Let's see here. Is there anything cool? So I have also been looking at handhelds. Does anybody know anything about handhelds? If so, I would definitely like their input. I have a really good gaming laptop. I have an MSI Sword. It's got an i7 13 Gen, 4070, 32 gigs of RAM. It's pretty decent, but you know, to be able to like lay in bed and still be able to use like my desktop, or be at the tattoo shop and be in another room and still be able to use my gaming laptop or something like that, I think it would be kind of cool, but I'm not really sure. It's definitely not something that I need. Oh, this is something.
Billions of dollars in digital service taxes avoided. Canada decided to scrap its controversial tax on American tech companies just hours before the first payments were due. Ottawa said instead it will focus on advancing broader trade negotiations with the United States. The reversal comes after U.S. President Trump said over the weekend that he will be terminating all discussions on trade with Canada in response to Ottawa's decision to impose the tax, calling it a direct and blatant attack on the U.S. The first payments were initially set to be collected on Monday. The 3% levy would have been slapped on both domestic and foreign tech companies, including Meta.
Boring.
We made a deal pretty much with India. We made a deal with China. We made a deal with UK. Great people.
Yeah,
we made deals.
Boring. We know. We know. You're awesome, dude. You've done a lot of good things.
How much should good car insurance cost you a month? $80? $120?
I'll never understand these ads. Like, I wonder if anybody ever clicks them and says, "Hey, let me pay for this product because they interrupted my video."
Yesterday, which you said passing the big beautiful bill would betray President Trump's promise to protect Medicaid.
Well, he is just wrong, and the president and the
She said he is just wrong.
supportive of this legislation are right. This bill protects Medicaid, as I laid out for you, for those who truly deserve this program: the needy, pregnant women, children, sick Americans who physically.
The way
cannot
she
work.
said that
And
is
what it
hilarious.
does,
Needy
is it
pregnant
ensures
women.
that, able-bodied
How about
Americans who can
women
work
that
20
are
hours a week
pregnant that
are
are
actually doing so,
that
and that will
need
therefore
things? I
strengthen
don't
and
know. I'm
protect
sure. I
those
don't.
benefits for Americans
I don't
who
even
need
have a good way to
as
say
well
it.
as cutting out the waste, fraud, and abuse, as well as getting 1.4 million illegal aliens off of the program. So all of those measures are actually going to protect it for those who need it. That's the president's position, and that's what this bill does, and that's why Republicans need to vote for it and get it to the president's desk. Stephen.
Criticism from Republicans.
My name is Steven. Never have too many Steves out there.
No, it's not. We're confident this bill is going to be back at the White House by the 4th of July. Stephen.
Thank you, Caroline. 2 questions.
Another Steven? Oh, yeah. It's spelled with a PH. So if your name is Steven and it's spelled with a PH, your name is Stefan. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but they've been lying to you your whole life. Your name is Stefan. It's not Steven. You just think about English. PH does not make the same sound as a V. Just saying.
Crime about luxurious details of the Fed's $2.5 billion renovation project.
Oh yeah, these are fire, guys. If you guys live in a state where this is okay, indica, sativa, hybrid, and you can actually switch it on the bottom. Super cool.
I'll have to take those allegations, and I will bring them to the president's attention and let him speak on them himself. To your
Maybe I should have called this broadcast like 420, like normal guy 420 or something. I don't know. I'm just not some super awesome video game player. I do have like every video game there is, and I'm not some super awesome person either.
I can go to you.
Cool.
Thanks.
The president said that he's working on a temporary pause for immigration enforcement in certain industries. I'm wondering what you can tell us about how he's determining which industries are deserving of a pass. He mentioned farmers, but what about, say, construction workers? I mean, shouldn't there just be one standard here?
I don't have any more details to read out for you, but what I can tell you is that the White House is working closely every day with the Department of Agriculture as well as the Department of Homeland Security when it comes to workforce enforcement, worksite enforcement, I'm sorry. And the president's focus and the focus of this administration is, of course, to remove public safety threats from the streets and to deport as many of the illegal criminals, especially the violent criminals that we know are still here because of the previous administration. So that's the main priority and the goal.
And then the president has already made cuts to the office of the Director of National Intelligence, but now Senator Tom Cotton has put forward a bill that would cut the office by another 60%. What's the president's reaction to that legislation, and is this something that he would support, those additional cuts?
I don't know if the president's even aware of that legislation, but I will get
Oh yeah, I don't have the best internet, so I'll have to apologize if it doesn't go the best. Like I said, I'm living in an RV, so although it's a really nice RV, the internet's still not the best.
Mega bill in such a precarious position in the Senate? And then also, can you talk about the CBO estimate that it would add about 11 million uninsured?
Well, look, when you have illegal murders and rapists and heinous criminals in a detention facility surrounded by alligators, yes, I do think that's a deterrent for them to try to escape. We do know that some of these illegal criminals have escaped from other detention facilities, like one in New Jersey, which I know was recently reported on. So, of course, we want to keep the American people safe, and we want to remove these public safety threats from our streets, and we want to effectively detain them as best as we can. As for why the president is going, I think his trip to this detention facility actually underscores the need to pass the One Big Beautiful Bill, because we need more detention facilities across the country. The last administration let in nearly 20 million illegal people from all over the world, and this administration is focused on arresting and detaining them. But in comparison to that 20 million illegal criminal population in our country, we only have 7,000 ICE agents in the interior who are doing this very important work. And so we obviously need more personnel, we need more resources, and that's why we need to pass the One Big Beautiful Bill.
On the CBO's
Go ahead. Yes, in the pink.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Can you please share some details of China trade deal? Has the U.S. agreed to ease some export, technology export restrictions?
Sure. Well, the final language that was agreed upon in both Geneva and in London was signed just past week. We can get you that final text of the agreement. Go ahead.
Thank you, Caroline.
Eamon, and then behind you.
Okay, thanks, Caroline. So on Jay Powell, has the president got a short list of who he wants to see as Jay Powell's successor? And
cool.
Is he going to name a successor? Is there
Hey, I'm going to get me a microphone soon, because I just moved here from Texas, so.
Like Scott Besson for
As soon as I get some extra funds, I will be getting a microphone, so I don't have to wear a headset the whole time.
the job?
Again, I won't get ahead of the president.
You know, on TikTok, if you could, real quick, he said yesterday he's got a buyer, but the question there is, does he have a seller? And do you have any indication from the Chinese government that they've authorized a sale of TikTok to the U.S. or to U.S. buyers?
What I can tell you is that these discussions with China regarding the sale of TikTok have been ongoing at the highest level, and they will continue. As you know, we have another 90-day extension, and it's just to continue to work out this deal and make sure that TikTok stays on for the American people. That's the president's main goal in this, while protecting their privacy and their security. Behind you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Caroline. The president has been calling for a deal in Gaza for 2 days and many posts. Who is blocking the deal? And one other thing, when he posted on Netanyahu's trial, also he said it interferes with the negotiations on Iran and on Gaza. What did he mean by that?
I'm sorry, to your second question?
When he posted about the Israeli Prime Minister trial,
Yes.
he said it interferes with the negotiations on Gaza and on Iran. What did he mean by that?
It interferes because it...
Did you notice that? Did anybody catch that? She actually heard her the first time. She just wanted her to repeat it. Did you realize she had her answer before she was done talking? Like, look, watch her raise her eyebrows before she actually gets done talking.
Because it physically and logistically was interfering the Prime Minister.
Netanyahu's trial. Also, he said it
Look, watch.
interferes with the negotiations on Iran and on Gaza. What did
Watch
he
your
mean by
eyebrows.
that?
I'm sorry, to your second question?
Or no, here. Sorry, I went back too far.
The Israeli Prime Minister trial.
Yes.
He said it interferes with the negotiations on Gaza and on Iran. What did he mean by that?
It interferes because it physically and logistically was interfering.
She totally
The
already
Prime
had it. She had
Minister
an
was
answer
slated
before
to
she
go
was
to
done
court
talking.
last week when he's in the middle of negotiating a peace deal and bringing hostages out of a war-torn region. And so
Who
the
is this girl?
president
Does
was simply,
anybody
I
tell
think,
me?
emphasizing his empathy that he has for Bibi Netanyahu and seeing him go what he's going through with his own judicial system in the state of Israel. Clearly, the president knows that very well. He, too, was a victim of a judicial system that was trying to put him in jail, as you all know. You all covered it. But President Trump prevailed. That's why he's back in the Oval Office, and he believes that Bibi Netanyahu is a great leader for the people of Israel. The president just worked with him closely to end that 12-day war and to obliterate Iran's nuclear facility, to take out that imminent threat, not just to the state of Israel, but also to the United States of America and the rest of the world. And he believes that Prime Minister Netanyahu should be praised for that. Go ahead.
Thanks, Caroline. On the mega bill and the amendment that would limit Medicaid expansion under the Affordable Care Act, does the president want that amendment to pass?
The president wants this bill to pass. Meredith.
Hey, thanks, Caroline. On trade, we have this looming July 9th deadline coming up. We heard the Treasury Secretary say that he expects to wrap up these trade deals by Labor Day, but when President Trump was asked yesterday about any extensions by July 9th, he said, I think that would be necessary. So is the president ruling out any extensions on trade for any nations, even if they're negotiating in good faith?
Well, you heard from him directly. He said he did not think that it would be necessary. He is going to set the rates for many of these countries if they don't come to the table to negotiate in good faith. And he is meeting with his trade team this week to do that. Mary.
Thanks, Caroline. I just watched a CNN segment on a new app called Ice Block, and it kind of appeared to be promoting this.
And I know this is off topic, and I've been telling people, like, if I had a whole bunch of money right now and I could invest in Tesla stocks, I would. A lot of Tesla stocks were down. I haven't looked at them today, but like, he just released the small homes. He just released an RV, this crazy RV he just released. He's also really the 18-wheelers are eventually going to be a thing. So just imagine how high those stocks are going to go once all that stuff actually starts being available to the public, and a lot of it is available to the public now. All it's going to take is a few people to buy one of these small homes or to buy one of these RVs, and like, if y'all been paying any attention to Elon Musk from once he started Tesla, everything he makes is something good, and it actually ends up being popular, even when cars are blowing up left and right from, things that are, obviously he's not perfect. So, even when things go bad, he still comes back. He's the richest guy in the world for a reason. So if you can buy stocks with this guy, buy some Tesla stocks. I promise you. You guys will thank me next year.
App where you can tell people where ICE agents are. Given the recent rise,
an app that tells people where ICE agents are?
Yes. And given the rise, I believe,
Whoa.
500.
Did y'all hear that? An app that would tell you where ICE agents are? Do we even have an app that tells us where child molesters are? Like, if we do, can somebody tell me about it? 'Cause I don't know. I've never heard of something like that.
% increase in assaults on ICE agents. I wanted to see if you could comment on that and why CNN would be promoting such an app.
Well, it's a very good question. I'll have to go back and watch.
Well, CNN, I'm not even going to reply. CNN, man.
The clip myself, but surely it sounds like this would be an incitement of further violence against our ICE officers. As you know, as you stated, there's been a 500% increase in violence against ICE agents, law enforcement officers across the country who are just simply trying to do their jobs and remove public safety threats from our communities. And that's something we as Americans, including journalists at CNN who live in many of these cities where illegal aliens are hiding and were let in from the previous administration, should be very grateful.
So I'm doing I do a 24-hour fast probably about 3 times a year roughly, and right now I'm doing my fast, but my fast is a little bit different than other people's. I do still drink soda, and I do drink Mountain Dew so that I'm not like starving all day long. But like, I mostly drink Dr. Pepper. I'm just switching it up, just having a Coke. I probably won't drink another one today. Most of the rest of the day will be Dr. Pepper. But there's actually good stuff in Dr. Pepper, trust and believe. And this is saying that it's not working like it should. So let's figure out why. But I'll let y'all watch this while I figure it out.
So we haven't seen the clip. We'll take a look at it, but certainly it's unacceptable that a major network would promote such an app that is encouraging violence.
Let me look at this on my phone because it's saying that I'm getting poor quality.
Clarification on the Senator Scott's amendment. It sounds like the president is agnostic about whether it's attached. Is that accurate?
Look, I'm not going to get into the details of the discussions that are ongoing right now, but the president wants these senators to come to a conclusion to get this bill back to the White House as soon as possible and make sure that it's a piece of legislation that can make its way back to the House as well. So obviously there's some ping-ponging between both sides of Capitol Hill right now, but that's why Senator Thune and Speaker Johnson
Is that what it's called, or am I just retarded?
Every step of the way. In the back, News Nation, go ahead.
Thanks, Caroline. The president did
and then in front of you.
How do I search this broadcast? Category entertainment. Title is my broadcast. Let's try the capitals.
Anytime soon. Are there any roadblocks as of now? Are there any updates on that? And how does the president see this about China's role or its influence in the Indo-Pacific region?
Sure, yes. The president said that last week, and it remains true. I actually just spoke to our Secretary of Commerce about it. He was in the Oval Office with the president. They are finalizing these agreements, and you'll hear from the president and his team, his trade team, very soon when it comes to India.
And on China? Counter China on that front?
Yes, I mean, look, India remains a very strategic ally in the Asia Pacific, and the president has a very good relationship with Prime Minister Modi, as you know, and he will continue to have that. Go ahead.
Thank you, Caroline. On the reconciliation bill, Senator Tillis from the floor yesterday seemed to suggest President Trump was getting bad counsel on the effects of the bill.
Okay, so
is President Trump aware of the analyses, and there are several of these, that suggest if rural hospitals potentially close, if there are Medicaid patients in the millions that become ineligible for that?
Yes, and that claim is just simply untrue. Rural hospitals comprise 7% of all hospital spending on Medicaid, and that illustrates that they have not benefited from the massive increase of waste, fraud, and abuse under the Biden administration. So this bill strengthens Medicaid. It will protect those benefits that hardworking Americans need, and that's why the president wants this bill to pass. The senator was wrong. The president put out a Truth Social post addressing it, and then the senator announced he's no longer running for office.
Oh, and that's
anymore.
a tattoo on the side of my face.
The White House is continuing
Somebody
to focus on getting this legislation.
said it looks like there's something on the side of my face. It's a tattoo, guys.
Go ahead. Yes, you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, you and then you. There's confusion here.
Question on Syria.
Go ahead.
Has the Syrian government get back to you
She's
that
pretty
they are
good.
ready to join the Abraham
Just
Accord?
saying.
Is there any discussion with the Syrian and Israeli government for having a security agreement? Is the first question. And the second question, was the
Never
end
been
goal
big on
of
blonde
the
hair, but
Iranians
yeah,
that
she's
only
cute.
focused on the nuclear program, or you are willing to speak about other issues like the proxy groups and ballistic missiles?
Oh, if you guys vape, and I'm not sponsored by them at all. I am sponsored by Pronum, though. If you guys are not getting a tattoo because you're, if you guys are not getting a tattoo because you're afraid of the pain and you don't want to go spend $20,000 to get put to sleep, trust and believe, I can make the tattoo completely pain-free with a product called Pronum, and it's made here in Florida. All vegan product. It gets rid of the redness. It gets rid of just about everything. Now, don't get me wrong. It's really hard to get rid of the pain from wiping tattoos. But as long as your artist knows what they're doing, they're not dry wiping yet, it can be 100% pain-free, guys. So, food for thought. And I sell this product. I'm sponsored by the company. And I'm not just saying that because I'm sponsored by the company or that I sell the product. I'm saying that because I don't make any money off the product, but it does help you guys get through those bigger tattoos in those longer sessions. So that way I don't have to break it up as much. It saves you guys money and me time. So, there you go.
this afternoon, the president will be signing an executive order to terminate the United States sanctions program on
That's good.
Syria. And this is in an effort to promote and
That's
support the
good.
country's path to stability
Heck
and
yeah.
peace. The order will remove
I'm
sanctions on
telling you,
Syria
dude.
while maintaining
Trump is going to
sanctions
do a
on
lot
the
of
former
stuff
President Assad,
in this
his
election. Like,
associates,
he
human
knows
rights
he only
abusers,
has
drug
4
traffickers,
years.
persons
So,
linked to chemical weapons
I don't know.
activities,
Now unless they come out
ISIS
with a
and
new
their
law or
affiliates,
something.
and Iranian proxies. And this is, again, an action that the president promised and shocked the world with in Saudi Arabia, because he's committed to supporting a Syria that is stable, unified, and at peace with itself and its neighbors. The president met with Syria's new president when we were in the Middle East, as you know, and so this is another promise made and promise kept by this president to promote peace and stability in the region. Go
Thank you,
ahead,
Caroline.
Alice.
Questions on two topics, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Alice Howard, NTD here. First, on Canada. Canada says it's now dropping its digital services tax on American tech companies days after President Trump says he's halting all trade talks with Canada. First, what's the president's reaction to this? Can you tell us more about his call with Prime Minister Carney over the weekend? How did he get Carney to drop it? And also, what's the impact on American tech companies given this latest progress, as the president says he has been fighting for American tech companies?
It's very simple. Prime Minister Carney in Canada caved to President Trump in the United States of America. And President Trump knows how to negotiate.
So, look, going back to terminology and the way you talk about things and say things, by how she said that, it sounds like she's saying they folded, or they, they kneeled to the president. Using terminology like that, especially towards foreign countries, they might take that terminology a little differently than what she means by it. And no, she doesn't mean anything by it. But when she says they folded to President Trump's, whatever he was negotiating about, I mean, it just kind of, I don't know. To me, it sounds like they took the knee. You know what I mean? And that might not sound the best to some other countries. Just my opinion.
And he knows that he is governing the best country and the best economy in this world, on this planet. And every country on the planet needs to have good trade relationships with the United States. And it was a mistake for Canada to vow to implement that tax. That would have hurt our tech companies here in the United States. The president made his position quite clear to the prime minister, and the prime minister called the president last night to let the president know that he would be dropping that tax, which is a big victory for our tech companies and our American workers here at home.
It is.
Harvard, if you don't mind, the administration today formally accused Harvard of violating civil rights laws by not doing enough to fight anti-Semitism. We know that the president has talked to us before about Harvard potentially having a deal with the administration in the coming days. Do you have an updated timeline for that? How's the negotiations going? And is more pressure needed for Harvard to take fighting anti-Semitism seriously?
Well, there was quite a direct letter that was sent to Harvard this morning, as you know. The negotiations are taking place behind closed doors, so I won't comment on that. But what I will share with all of you, for those who haven't seen it, is the context of this letter, because I think it's very important. And this comes from the Department of Health and Human Services, which concluded after a thorough investigation that Harvard University is in a violent violation of Title VI of the Civil Rights Act, which prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, and national origin. And if you read some of the content of the investigation and what they found, the majority of Jewish students reportedly experienced negative bias or discrimination on their campus, while a quarter of Jewish students at Harvard felt physically unsafe. Jewish and Israeli students were assaulted and spit on. They had their kippahs for fear.
So the other day, I was watching the news, and they were talking about this older Jewish woman that has a Holocaust survivor got set on fire. They talked about this for all of just a couple minutes in the news. They didn't really emphasize on it very much. They didn't talk about what happened, like why it happened, and what happened to the people that did that. Like, it was something that got spoke of for a few minutes, and then that's it. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like that should be, a woman got set on fire in our country, guys. Like, come on, man. Like, there should be a whole video just on that.
fear of being harassed and concealed their Jewish identity from classmates for fear of ostracization. Images were widely circulated amongst the Harvard community that trafficked in obvious anti-Semitic tropes, including one that showed a $sign inside of a Star of David, and the campus was vandalized with anti-Semitic stickers, including one that showed the Israeli flag with a swastika. The Harvard campus was racked by demonstrations, as you all
That's
know,
ridiculous,
violent
man.
protests that violated the university's rules of conduct. The demonstrations called for genocide and
So many
murder,
people with
denying
different
Jewish and Israeli
outlooks,
students
like,
access to campus
just let
spaces.
people believe
These
in
are
what
all
they want to
facts that
believe in.
Harvard cannot dispute, and that's why the administration has found them in violation of Title VI and has threatened to withhold their federal funding, because if you break federal law, you should not be receiving federal tax dollars. And so I rest my case on Harvard. Andrea.
Yeah, so President Macron of France earlier today said that tariffs levied by powerful countries are often a form of blackmail, and criticized
Everything is a form of
the
blackmail.
process that's underway. He didn't mention the United States specifically, but said that these tariffs are really hurting developing countries. So there's this big UN conference going on. What do you say to that? What is the president, was he aware of that comment, and do you have any response?
I think the president and the White House would certainly reject that characterization by Prime Minister Macron. Tariffs are an effective use of presidential power to bring back the middle class, to bring back our manufacturing industry, which was the backbone of our American economy and has been hollowed out by globalist politicians who have caved to foreign countries instead of doing what's right for American workers. That's why the president is effectively utilizing his authority to wage tariffs and to utilize tariffs, and continues to be in discussions and negotiations on trade to do what's right for America. And Europe and the rest of the world might not be used to that, but President Trump is back in town, and he's going to do what's right for our people and our country.
Nice.
On Netanyahu. So there's a report in Israeli media that the Prime Minister will actually be here, that Netanyahu will be here today meeting with the President. Can you confirm that?
I don't believe Prime Minister Netanyahu is here today. I think you guys would know about that by now. Unless there's something going on I don't know about, but I don't believe he is. I do know he has expressed interest in coming to Washington and meeting with the President, and we are working on a date for that. I do not believe it is today, but that would be fun. You never know in this White House, let's be honest. Go ahead.
Thanks, Carolyn. Does the president support this new measure in the big, beautiful bill that would impose steep new taxes on new wind and solar projects?
I believe you're referring to the credits for wind and solar projects. And what?
About the new tax. There's a new tax that it's estimated would add 10 to 20% to the cost of any new wind and solar projects that start after this
That's
year.
interesting.
Again,
I didn't know
I don't want to
that.
comment on the specifics of provisions.
I don't think they really know
the
much
president will
about
speak on
that.
directly.
Yeah,
Again,
we'll
this is
probably
an
hear about
ongoing
that
process. The president continues
tomorrow.
to be very much engaged with the
If not
leadership
this
of both the
evening,
Senate and
maybe.
the House to
I
get
was thinking about streaming when I get home in the evenings, and if you guys like the streams, I will stream every time I turn this computer on. So I work from 5 to about midnight, depending on how busy. 5 to about midnight, depending on how busy we get. So if you guys actually watch, or people start to watch this, then I will literally stream all the time when I'm not at work. I can even stream from my phone while I'm driving.
On this yesterday in his interview, and he said he understands that legislators want to protect jobs in their communities and in their districts, and so he understands why some of them are against this provision, but he also understands why people want the provision. So again, this is an ongoing.
Another reason I'll be staying loyal to YouTube. I will not be streaming on any other platforms. So yeah, YouTube makes things a lot easier, and it's a lot easier just to stay loyal to one company.
Ongoing deliberation and discussion, and the president is engaged in this very much. Go ahead.
Thanks, Caroline. We've been hearing from White House
Currently, they're the only company that doesn't pay me for my content.
officials for weeks that you're close on trade deals with a number of countries. Can we get any update on which countries will have deals by the 9th and when there may be an announcement?
I'll let the president and the trade team speak on it.
It's a good answer.
Is the CBO estimate that the Senate bill would increase the deficit by nearly $3.3 trillion?
This is one of the most fiscally conservative pieces of legislation that has ever made its way through Capitol Hill. There's $2 trillion in mandatory savings in this bill, and not only that, the projected growth that this bill will bring to our economy. It will be an economic boom. The Council of Economic Advisors has an analysis that shows that the bill will generate $4.1 trillion in economic growth, and it will cut taxes, putting more
That is
money
awesome.
back into the American people's pockets. That's why this president wants this bill to pass, and I know he's busy working the phones and doing what he needs to do today to make it happen. So we'll see you all
That
later.
is
Thank you.
awesome,
We'll see you in
guys.
Florida. Thank you.
Super awesome. All right, let's play some video games. Let's see. Still working on my battle pass for Call of Duty. So let's do that. Not sure if you guys can. I don't think y'all can see my temperatures and stuff over there. I can kind of show them to you sometimes, but try to keep everything centered there. That way y'all can see it all. So sometimes I play with controller, sometimes I play with keyboard and mouse. While I'm at the studio, I play on controller. It's just a lot easier. Since I play on my laptop at the studio whenever I'm not tattooing. Again, since I just moved here, you know, I'm building my client base in the area, trying to meet new people, and that takes time. So I have a bunch of operators and bunch of different packs just to kind of, not necessarily flex, but, you know, just show I have a bunch of different stuff. And if you guys want to see a specific pack or a specific gun being used and want to know how good it is, just let me know. I'll pick it up. It's no big deal. So the anti-cheat system that a lot of people complain about, basically Activision only has so much manpower, guys. Okay, so they can't watch and spectate every single server. So by just doing the regular local matchmaking, or if you're playing Warzone, doing the regular local matchmaking, you're less likely to see hackers than you are when you play those special game modes. They just don't have the manpower to spectate all that stuff. So basically what they did with that update, that patch, was they pretty much utilize all their manpower for these specific kind of game modes, and that really helps out a lot, especially if you know which game mode to play on. Dude, that new gun in the battle pass, this one right here, I love this gun. Not that one. Well, I do love that gun too, but this Model L is so nice, dude. Oh my gosh. This is one of my favorite guns right here. So far, I love this gun. I have a lot of cool and stuff, but this gun right here is very effective. And again, I'm not some super good player. Like, you know, I mean, I feel like I do well, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. See, let's play with that Model L. Or no, actually, here's another good one right here.
Green light! Go, go, go! Setting rally point. We're taking control.
As soon as I walk out. Yeah.
Come on, you're losing this fight.
Okay. And if y'all are curious to what I'm playing on, 9800 X3D, 9070 XT Mercury, probably the best version of. Wow, that was just terrible shooting on my behalf. It's because I'm talking and playing. That's better.
Taking a shot.
I hear somebody else over here. I might be tripping. Okay. Jeez, that was terrible shooting. Plus, some kind of lagging on the screen. That was a huge lag. See that lag, dude? That's crazy. Crazy lag.
Enemy combatant!
The lag is real. I like that cool blueprint.
Spotted! Hostile!
And as soon as I looked away. See, in my stream, you're going to see stuff that happens when normal people play.
Located shock charge!
I know some of these streamers, they have like super internet connections and super computers, but like I said earlier in the stream, I'm gaming in an RV right now, so you only have
the sniper!
hostile blaster! I didn't even know you could jump down. Whoa, there's a bunch of people there. Did my grenade go out? Probably not.
Send flowers.
There was a bunch of people down here though. Did you see that guy? Like, I killed him and his, I don't know, it looked like he went back around the corner. That was such a randomly thrown grenade.
Enemy scout post detected.
The lag is crazy. I don't know if I have good enough internet to game and stream. At least this game. I don't know if I can play this game while I'm streaming. Maybe at night. I don't know.
That's a bad guy.
Temperatures are still all looking good.
Eyes on enemy.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Oh, that's too far to be shooting at. Oh. Okay.
Enemy in the black.
Tried to, I was using that guy as a meat shield.
Frag.
Flashbang sighted. You ain't dead, trust me.
Damn it, I should have just stayed and I'm telling you, I make mistakes, like, and I'm like, wow.
Hostile shooter.
There's no telling what my latency is right now. I bet it's in the hundreds. It feels like hundreds. Oh, they're getting killed. Negative.
Sharpshooter removed.
Yeah, I'm playing with keyboard and mouse, I'm not playing with controller, so my bullets aren't automatically going in a certain direction. I actually have to be aimed at them. I notice when I play on controller at, oh, whoops, I did not mean to pick that up. That, I can, what the hell was that? Oh my gosh. But anyways, I can, be like shooting through. What the fuck was that? Holy moly, pardon my language, guys. Jeez.
Eliminated.
I'm gonna have to play it slow. I'm lagging too hard to move around a lot. But if I play slowly, probably still get away with this. I am going to be getting better internet. I'm gonna upgrade to the Starlink internet. But again, you guys have to give me some time to come up with the money. It costs a lot just to move here. Just bear with me, guys.
RTB, Black Ops. We need to have a fucking conversation.
But the stream doesn't look terrible. I mean, it will look better and better. I promise you guys. Like, I will get a capture card. I will get nicer stuff. But this is literally my first stream, just starting out. So I appreciate everybody that's bearing with me. Anybody that may see this, to like and share it. I really appreciate that. Again, I'm not trying to make any money. I just figure it'd be cool to have people to talk to. But yeah, if anybody's in the Florida area and would like to get like some cool tattoos, y'all check me out on Facebook. My name is Stephen Caperton. If you can actually Google my name, or you can Google Steve Belfort, that'll also bring up a lot of cool stuff. I've tattooed in so many different places. It's just crazy. Definitely have to check. I'm 41 years old, so you're gonna have to check out my Facebook. I do have an IG that I think, like, by default, some of my stuff from Facebook automatically goes there, but I don't really like look at it or manage it or anything like that. So I focus all my time on Facebook. I also post a lot on TikTok as well, so you can check me out there. I actually have a video on TikTok with 2.4 million views. It's got like 100-something thousand reactions.
Secure the objective.
So yeah, I do have some pretty popular
Zone
videos.
Alpha captured. The lead is ours.
See if we can get a lag-free experience here. Wow, that was that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. Already getting packet loss, but it's all good. We're gonna tough through it.
Taking B.
We're gonna tough it out. And it said, we'll have a good mic, we'll have capture card, some starter.
Losing Bravo.
Not doing very well. That totally went over the whole point. I don't know, for some reason I feel like they knew that we were already going to be there, but that's just me. The lag is real though. It's okay though, we're going to make the best of it. I'd rather play laggy with the potential of somebody possibly watching and meeting new people than playing lag-free and not streaming.
Hostiles reclaim the lead.
Up yours.
Securing B.
anybody wants to critique my stream and basically give me some advice, I would appreciate that as well.
Taking B.
Jeez, man, the smoke is real. Smoke everywhere. Some of these guys use a bunch of smoke grenades and thermal scopes. I am a lot better than these guys, I promise you. I'll show you. I'm on fire.
Semtex front. Flashbang incoming.
We lost B.
Incoming stun. I've got
Locking
this.
down Bravo.
Trying to get it back.
Bravo is ours.
Oh, I know what's gonna happen. I was hoping it was like a little bit further away from me. There's just so much, like, I'm telling you, after this round, I'm making a bonus post. Like, that is just crazy. Like, they just throw smoke everywhere with thermal scopes. Like, it's the most annoying thing. That's the way that works. Look at all this. It's so crap, dude.
Taking Bravo underway.
Stand people to play that way. Pretty annoying.
Tagged him. Enemy grenade.
Good at that, man. It's probably somebody on my team. I don't know if anybody's curious. I'm using a laser cobra for the mouth and
Marksman is down.
Huntsman B3.
Grenade incoming. Get a UAV on grid.
UAV commencing surveillance operation.
Golly, man. Crazy. Shoot into the smoke. Hope for the best. Look at that. That's actually, it is one of my teammates. Craziness.
Flying on fumes.
Oh, I got him. Friend got me there. It's all good. We got this. We can actually get this one.
Target ID.
See, when I'm not lagging,
Keep it that way.
I can do a little bit more, but right now my movement's kind of thrown off a little bit. You'd have to be playing for me to understand what I'm talking about.
Losing B. Lost B.
All good, we got this.
They've taken the lead. Locking down Bravo. Enemy Securing Charlie.
Hostile down.
Oh no. I knew I should have reloaded.
SAM turret established.
Those are those situations, it's like if I reload, there's one that's gonna pop out.
Deploying RCXD.
3 spawn all at one time. Man, there's so many. There we go.
Secure it. Wash my ass.
Locked down.
Come on, boys. Come back. Sit here on this point. Man, if I just had like a half a second, like a millisecond, that would have been good.
Net call. Enemy watchdog helo inbound. Securing B.
That's their helicopter.
Taking B. Locking down Charlie.
This Model 9 is such a beast gun, guys. I don't know if you've tried it out or not yet, but if you haven't, definitely check out the Model 9.
Bravo gun secure.
I should not have completely... See, I messed up by going all the way around the corner. If I would have jumped back behind the corner and then popped back out, that would have went way better than it did.
Tango front. Hostile deleted. Movement.
Copper point. Not today, buddy. You and your friend.
Requesting recon. Get down, frag. Incoming tactical.
UAV in the turret.
Hostile cover.
I got 10 rounds. Well, I'm about to die.
Lost B.
Come on, boys. We got this. It's not like they can hear me. Yeah, my voice chat turned off. I'm more just rooting myself on.
UAV exiting your grid.
You lost the fugitive.
We're getting pummeled in.
Langley won't
Withdraw and
sleep.
make for Cassivac.
Gotta move her. 5 kills. Puñeta! Knock that shit off! Boom!
Cool. GG. I thought we had that one. Thought we had it. Can I edit? I had to retitle this stream because for some reason it just said my broadcast. I don't know why. This is a nice little setup right here. This is that like Zeus bundle, I believe. This map looks so good, man. Right now I'm playing on a MSI OLED MEG 34-inch. It's an ultra wide OLED 1440p, 175 hertz. Kind of like an odd megahertz.
Got an enemy here.
Oh, it's too far. See, that's what happens whenever your team goes all the way to the other team's spawn. They end up behind you.
Eyes on enemy.
Also, I've learned if you travel the outsides of the map, you'll always have better luck than going through the middle of the map. Well, tried to get me with the okie doke. And again. Damn it. Like I said, I'm no superstar at this game. I play a couple rounds of this and then some other games and stuff. I don't play any like one particular game. And if you guys want to see a particular game, just let me know and we'll play that. Or if you want to see a certain part of a game or whatever, you know, we'll get there. You gotta let me know.
Snipers down.
Let's try. Damn it. Not mean to drop my gun. I was trying to reload. I don't know if I like that gun or not.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Oh, my ammo. I knew that was gonna happen.
Eyes on. Heads down. Sniper.
Ouch. Model L it is. Model L is a very, very just good all around gun. most of the time. Oh my god. Where am I getting shot from? Telling you, like, once I get enough money to upgrade to better internet, because, you know, to anybody that wasn't watching the stream the whole time, I'm streaming an RV, and it's actually a really nice RV, but I need to get Starlink internet. That's what I need. Right now I'm using T-Mobile's internet, which is the best I can get at the moment, so I'm kind of doing what I gotta do.
We've lost.
I haven't tried that gun, man. The KSV. I need to try that gun out. Alright, one more round of Call of Duty, then we'll switch to another game. Yeah, you have to eat right here. Here, let's move this over here, because that's loud. There you go. Oh yeah, and if you guys haven't seen the TV series Vikings, man, y'all gotta check it out. I keep it playing in the background at all times. I don't know, either that or Peaky Blinders are probably my two favorites. But if y'all can hear any background noise, let me know. To my knowledge, there's no background noise. Temperature's looking good, so anybody curious what good temperatures are, or decent temperatures, I guess. My CPU says sitting around 66, 65. Graphics card sitting around 50s, low 50s. Never goes up. It might see 55 sometimes. And that's at 99% usage. I have a undervolt and overclock. If you're curious about that, let me know. I'll show you how I'm talking about.
Hardpoint. Capture the objective.
Card uses less power, but still puts out the same performance.
We've claimed the advantage. Now hold it.
Which I have a 1050 watt thermal tape power supply, PCIe 5.0. It's got like the 600 watt independent cable. This seems pretty smooth so far.
Have visual.
Yeah, he was a little upset, I feel like.
Hardpoint locked down.
No one's got time for your one.
It's a good one.
Taking the lead. Stay on task.
I need to start using that perk, man. I feel like I get killed by
identified.
explosives way too often.
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure.
Get an LDBR on my mark.
Shouldn't have followed me in. I don't know, did y'all see that guy? I didn't see him. Yeah, I did not see him at all. Yeah, somebody show me what happened there. Other than lag, possibly.
Hardpoint located.
Yeah.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Alright,
Hardpoint is down.
I need to make some more classes is what I need to make. This terrible. My sensitivities. Man, I'm not doing good at all. Let's see, what is the problem?
Hardpoint identified.
What the heck is it? I'm telling you, it's definitely a different game after this. Call of Duty is not going to be streamable other than that night. Yeah, that's too much. Too much lag to deal with. That's annoying. So let's play something different. Okay, it's taking forever to even log me out of the game. And I have 80 gigs of RAM, mind you. 80 gigs of DDR5, 6400 mega transfers. So, let's see. You know, I've been wanting to make a new character on Oblivion Remastered. And I actually haven't tried it out on this new ultra wide yet. So it would be cool to kind of see it on this. Yeah, it says my stream is excellent, but I don't know, man. A little too much lag for me in Call of Duty right now. Dude, that sound never gets old. I love it. And then those deep blacks, man, like, I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing right now. It's just so beautiful. Like, I can't click past this. I have to let this go because, like, I'm telling you, this is just such a beautiful sound. I love this. They will play this with a controller. Start a new game, yes. We want to make a new character because for some reason my character looks weird.
87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
I love these videos, seen them, but
I have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold,
kind of reminds
in
me of Game of
darkness,
Thrones.
A doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th
And your carries
of
controller,
last
it's
seed,
a
the year of Akatosh,
just an elite. It's the
433.
one without the paddles. I don't like paddles.
These are the
I have
closing
several
days of the
controllers,
third era.
but I like this one, my Elite 2, and my I have Razor Wolverine V2 that I like. Yeah, that sound is so cool. Like just like so beautiful. I know this is probably louder than my voice, but that's okay. Looking amazing. And right now, I'm currently running at like, oh, you can't see it, but currently running at like 600 frames a second, which I'm sure is just because of the video. I wish you guys could see everything I see though, because again, it's ultra wide, so there's like this much on each side of the screen that I got to figure that out. I'm sure there's a way in OBS to get that figured out. All right, let's see, what class do we want to, or what race do we want to play? Man, the orcs are always so ugly, man. I would love to play an orc class, but they just destroy it. Nord. Guess we'll go Nord. No. Dark Elf. They look weird too. The High Elves look weird. Imperial. Native civilization. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, with the mouse, we're going to do this with mouse and keyboard. So, let's go body type. No, definitely not a chick. Gotta make my guy look a little younger than me. I'm old. I'm not gonna mess with that much. Let's go eyes. Tone. I have green eyes, so let's give him green eyes. Hair. Yes, hair is very important. Looks like just a regular haircut there. I actually kind of like that way that looks already. It's like a Jamie Lannister haircut. Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna have to stick with. Yeah, we're gonna stick with that one there. Cool. Overview. I'm not sure how to. Nibini? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. How do I change that? Oh, I see. Origins. Alright, here are the true Imperial born. What is it? Oh, okay. Okay. Character's name, Steve. Yes. Alright, let's go to our graphics settings. There they are. 3440. Resync off, frame uncapped. We actually do need to cap this. Well, I mean, I don't have to. I'm going to. Just let's strain on my graphics card. Games like this, you don't need more than 120 FPS. Off, ultra. RT quality, turn on high. FSR. Frame generation. Let's see if frame generation actually is as bad as people say it is. People say it's so bad, man. But let's just see how bad it actually is. I don't know. Everybody says there's like ghosting and artifacting. I don't see any ghosting or artifacting.
An Imperial in the Imperial prison.
I'm at like 253 FPS. I don't know.
Your own kinsmen think you're a piece of human trash. How sad.
Jeez.
I bet the guards give you special treatment before the end. Oh, that's right. You're going to die in here, Imperial. You're going to die. Imperial criminal scum like you give the Empire a bad name, you see. You're an embarrassment. Best if you just disappear. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Boris, lock that door behind us.
Yes, sir. My sons. They're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
That's how many times
What's this
I've played
prisoner
through
doing
this.
here?
I know they
This cell
say
is
back
supposed
away
to be
from
off
the door.
limits.
Like, watch.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
They'll say back away from the door.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to
That's
kill
how
you
many
if you
times
get
I've
in our
played through
way.
this.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt. Prisoner, stand away from the door. Over by the window now.
That made me think I was already by the window.
No sign of pursuit, sir. Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength. Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell. I am your emperor, Uriel
For
Septim.
people that
By
haven't
the
seen
grace
all
of the
this,
gods, I serve
cares,
Tamriel
yeah.
as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way. Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for. You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving. Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
This doesn't concern you, prisoner.
Looks like this is your lucky day.
That reminds me
Just
of the
stay out
Night's
of our
Watch or something.
Keep
Close
quiet
up left.
and stay
Protect
out of
the
the
Emperor.
way.
I don't have a weapon or a
Protect yourself.
Captain's down.
Your worst!
Oh, I can punch.
Down!
Kill him. There we go.
Are you all right, sir? We're clear, Captain.
Take
She's
that.
dead.
Anybody got a weapon?
Sorry, sire.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't get my weapon and
How could they be waiting for us here?
Don't know, but it's too late to go back now.
can't
Don't worry,
remember
sir.
how to
We-
go to my inventory. Oh, there we go.
We'll get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades. I'll
The
take point.
detail on the
Let's
cloth
move.
is so amazing.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
And those graphics are amazing. And rat feet for. Alright, there we go. Shield. Actually. Oh, I have no pants. There we go. That'll do for now. Should've told me what that stuff did. Okay. Oh my. Maybe I should use the sword. Do I get my arrow back? Not the ones I wasted. Yeah, we're definitely using the sword. Or dagger. That looks so crazy. Just the graphics. I don't know. They're amazing. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Yeah, we're not doing the sneaky be quiet thing. I'm good on that. Take the lockpicks. And the armor and the axe. Something else? How do I equip it in my other hand? Whoops, I just dropped it. There's a way to equip that in your other hand. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I definitely love the way that they improved the fighting in this. I don't remember the zombies being that hard. Don't run from me, rat. Why is this rat so hard? Oh, it's because it's running back to its origin. Oh, well. Oh, it's a little too late for that. I was gonna try to get him my boat. Alright, let's try this. I'm not in Alright, let's try to be sneaky. there's one. There. Oh shit! He saw me. What is the shoot? Okay. I see. Alright. So there's no, like, aim button. How do I aim? There's gotta be a way. I guess aiming is just pulling the trigger. Okay. I feel like they've changed this a little bit. I thought there was like an aim button. That was pretty cool. Okay. That's crazy. Even that spider web right there. And this is with RT on as high as it'll go. So it's giving me every realistic thing that it can out. A little shit. I missed that. That's crazy. There's like just the detail in that is so insane. It's gnarly, dude. They did so well with this. Little things like this I stopped to appreciate just because of how much time that people put into this to make this stuff. Like, I guarantee you each one of these little sacks was probably an all-day task, if not more than that. Just to give you an idea of how long it takes to make that stuff. There we go. That's better. I love the way he's got arrows stuck in him. That's a big rat. Interesting. Now, if I was playing this on the easiest difficulty, it would, what do you call it? Let me move this a little bit over. It would actually, so, I don't know, let's, trying to get it centered. I wish I could just, I don't know, I gotta figure out how to make this as wide as what I'm saying, so you guys can see everything I'm saying. I wonder if I can just change the resolution in OBS here. No. Game capture, okay, properties. No, this will be Oblivion Remastered. Doesn't give me a place for resolution though. So that's even worse than it was. Yeah, that's even worse than it was. I don't like that. Get rid of that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So there's a witch in here that has a really cool staff. This. I'm not really playing this for I don't know, like I've already played through the game, so I'm actually gonna put the difficulty on easy because I'm just playing it for the new story. Again, I've already played through the game, so let's do that. That way everything's like one shot. Like, bam, done. Because literally I'm just playing through it to see if they've changed the story or see the differences, not necessarily for the challenge. I have Elden Ring to play for the challenge, which I'll be streaming Elden Ring too at some point. I'm still actually playing through the expansion. I haven't even played all the way through it yet. Like, dude, look at the detail on that. That is so nuts, man. Like, just like with this skull, like with the jawbone, like kind of over a little bit. Like that stuff is pretty insane. Like, these are little things that people don't stop and look at and never get to appreciate. And again, somebody spent hours and days building these things and these structures, and this stream of water that comes from this hole. That's like, I mean, I don't know. I can't express it enough, and I feel like these guys don't get enough recognition. They don't get enough of people saying that, you know, it looks amazing or whatever. I don't know what the fuck that blinking was. That was weird. It must have just been some weird game thing. But anyways, yeah, I mean, they did a phenomenal job with this game, dude. Like, so far, you know, I made a character when it first came out, but I didn't really play it. You can never have too many lockpicks in this game for the people that have never played it. So this is where we get reunited with the king and his personal guard.
Help? What makes you think help will get here before more of those bastards?
Here they come
We need to get the Emperor out of here. My sword for the dragon! Damn it! It's that prisoner again! Kill him! He might be working with the assassins.
No. Oh, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us. They
As you
cannot
wish, sire.
understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand. I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth?
All you need is your birth certificate and the parents with you. What all do people need to bring with them that are under the age of 18? She is 17. As y'all know, I'm a tattoo artist, so definitely gotta, when somebody messages about tattoos, I gotta stay on top of that stuff. Plus, I'm getting a new toolbox and stuff, so. I need more people watching my stream, man. Nobody's watching it. Not that I can see. But anyway, so choosing your birth sign. I was born. Does this stuff matter? I don't remember if any of this actually mattered. Fortify. Born under sign of the increased so I'm wanting to get into the magic stuff, so let's do that. The mage.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death.
That's what I did.
Necessary
So
end
last time I just
will
did like the
come
knight
when
in
it will
shining
come.
armor thing. I want to do the mage.
Your stars are not mine. Today the mage shall light your way on the paths of glory. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Without going through our full conversation, did you decide on an exact day? What all do people need to bring with them that are under the age of 18? I messaged Daniel, but he's not responding. Probably should have pulled the trigger on that gray toolbox the other day because the other stuff fell through. So let me know whenever you have time. Currently waiting on one at the moment. Possibly. I don't know. Trying to get one though. As you guys know, most tattoo shops are closed on Mondays. Normally I work every day, but
No trophies
I'm
of
really
my
working on a
triumphs
toolbox
precede me,
right now,
but
and
I have
need to
lived
get
well,
this done.
and
The
my
more I put
ghosts
it off,
shall
and I don't
rest
have
easy.
anything scheduled
Men
for
are
today,
in this.
so
I am blessed to
I'm not
face
sure if
my
I'm going to drive
apportioned
all the way to
fate,
Jacksonville.
then fall.
Yeah,
I
wait on
go
this
to my
toolbox
grave.
and get it
A
done.
tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
For any that's watching, so I drive like a really small car, like a
You may as
Infiniti
well make yourself
G35.
useful here. Carry this torch and stick close.
They did so well with this, man. Like, I can't express how well they did. The blades.
We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan. We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan. My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
Alright, so let's go.
Stick close and let us do our job, and you'll be alright.
I think I'll be alright either way. I think when you guys die, and I'll end up with all your stuff regardless. But we're gonna go back to this. I swear there's a place in here where there's like a goblin that does magic that's got a pretty cool staff. Is that water? Dude, that is insane. I don't know if you guys can see this in the stream.
This one's mine. You thought we'd go down easy?
Yeah, I don't want to come on me. Come over here, gentlemen. I'm playing on easy mode. Those graphics are just gnarly.
Not much farther.
What you have? Nothing.
Oblivion!
Dude, look at the detail in the axe. Like, holy moly. Like, all the scratch and dings on it. That's crazy, dude. Crazy.
The end is in sight.
Yeah, it cost me, like, I don't know, $20 a day just in gas. And then it's roughly probably $30, $40 a day when you implement the drinks and the food and all that. They have to buy extra driving all the way to Jacksonville. I'm about to move closer to Jacksonville, so I won't be missing any days at that point. But right now, it's just a very difficult drive.
Hold
and
on.
I go in at right
Let me take
when
a
the
look.
5 o'clock traffic hits. So hopefully the toolbox gets taken care of today. If everybody does what they're supposed to do. And
looks clear. Come on.
I can get that knocked out. So at least the whole day isn't just for... It's just for the stream. I'll stream the whole day. Like, I don't mind. Like, right now I'm fasting, so I'm not eating anything. I'm just drinking
Damn it!
stuff.
The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try.
Let's
go.
Unfortunately, I was born with stomach problems, so the fasting really helps with that.
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life. Die for
Watch your
the
back.
Emperor!
I think one of them died, bro.
Come with us. Your destiny is bound up with mine, and with the fate of Tamriel itself.
This is supposed to rain. Looks like it.
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my
Yeah,
last
I
son.
meant to send that to
Find
Daniel,
him
LOL.
and close shut the jaws of oblivion.
I have a client that is 17 that is wanting to get tattooed.
Stranger.
Oh, dude, they
You
just
chose
killed the
a
client.
bad day.
Buddy, hold up. You just killed my friend. I can't believe you just killed my friend. I totally missed that. Responding to my sister, which I love very much. So I was very...
Talos,
okay.
save us.
Damn, they killed the king.
We failed. I failed.
Yeah, you
The
did.
Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs
They
are
didn't
dead.
protect the Emperor.
The amulet. Where's the
They
amulet
failed.
of kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
Ass bags.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septum. They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
Here, I have a bigger audience on TikTok. Let me share my stream to TikTok, see how that goes. Or can you share a stream to TikTok? How do I do that? I don't know how to. Wish I had somebody on here to help me figure that part out. Let me see if I can share it from YouTube. No, I can't. Alright guys, this stream is about to be over. I'm going to make another stream like literally right after this stream, so it won't take me very long to get that going. But that way I can maybe set it up a little bit differently. But anyways, much love guys.